Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at Get the Shots. This is an expedition in the Dormant Volcano. For this expedition we're going to be using the Sentinel, and I did add some information on my specific truck loadout in the video description below, so be sure to check that out. If you're looking to see how I have this thing configured, all I have there are the mechanics and what I have in the different slots. I didn't go into all the cosmetic information. If you want the cosmetic information, I can put that there. I just thought I'd throw that out there and just try to get some more information on the actual vehicles I'm using for these guides. Anyway, for this expedition, it is unlocked after completing protection and supervision. And as far as requirements, you do need to have an operator specialist and a camcorder in your inventory. So I have that along with a set of anchors. So we're starting at the Eastern Outpost. Let me show you what we're going to be doing. So we're going to head to a couple different markers. The first one over here is the strange rock formations. We're going to go check this out. After that, we have to do some exploring over here. So we're going to use the binoculars and the drone to clear out this exploration area. After that, we're going to kind of head down to the south here. And this is where we're going to install the camcorder. After that, we're going to follow the coastline up and across, and then we're going to explore the satellite with the drone right over here. So that's kind of the plan. That's what we're going to be doing. So let me go ahead and show you how it's done. So starting off, we're going to head out of the base to the right side here, and we're just going to make our way right on up this hill. We're going to head right up here over these little rocks. And from here, we're going to follow this ridge down just a little bit. There's an airdrop here. You can go ahead and check that for supplies. Well, we got a gemstone and a jack screw. Just in case we need those, we'll go ahead and grab those. Anyway, we're going to make our way off the hill and go through this little swampy area here. Right up here past the trees, and we're going to head right on down through here. And we're just going to follow this little crevice here, right through the rocks. And then make our way through some more swampland here. And then right over here we got a big rock, so we're going to go to the left side here so we can go up and around the rock. Over those little rocks. And then we're going to head up to the left here. And we're just going to make our way right on over to this little forest here. And when we get here, there's going to be a very narrow path that we'll be able to use to get to our mission objective. You can see there's a little wolf here, so let's go ahead and honk the horn and say hello. But we're going to go ahead and navigate right through these rocks. See, it's kind of a tight squeeze, but you can make it all the way through here. And now we're going to go ahead and investigate the rock. There we go. Rock in the shape of a dinosaur head. A truly unique place. Upcoming report about it promises to be exciting. And exciting it shall be. So what we got to do now is get turned around. So we're going to kind of pull up to the dinosaur rock here. And kind of back our way around these rocks here. And that is going to turn us around so we can follow our path out. Again, we're going to go right through these rocks and just kind of follow this little narrow path through the woods here. And that's going to get us out of here, and we're heading over to the exploration area. So we're right over here. So we got to go explore this big yellow circle. So how we're going to get there is we're just going to go across this little lowland here. And we're going to head up this hill to the left. Very careful to watch our vehicle angle. It's kind of steep here. We're just going to climb right on up this hill. Through the trees. Go around that big tree. And then we're going to head right up through here. And once we get over here, we're going to just drive right on up to this ledge right here. And this is going to be a great place to use the binoculars. So we're just going to scan the horizon with the binoculars here. And that is going to get most of the area explored. You can see we're just missing a little bit down here. So we're going to head a little bit further down and try to hit that with some more binoculars. And if we need to, we do have Akei Nishida, the long-range drone operator, so we can pull out the drone and go hit those last little areas if we need to. We're just going to make our way right along the ledge here. And right here is going to be another good spot where we can use the binoculars and just scan the horizon. And there you go, that will complete the exploration area. So, moving on, we're going to just follow this path down to the dried out riverbed here and make our way up onto this hill so we can go ahead and install the camcorder. So this is probably the trickiest part of the route here, is getting up this climb. So what we want to do is go right in between these rocks here. And this is going to give us our smoothest yet steep hill climb here, but that is not a problem at all for the Sentinel. And once we make it through there, we're just going to make our way through this little clearing in the woods here. Go around this big fallen tree here. And we're just going to go around the pit. Right over here, and splash down through the water, and head on up the other side. So now we're going to just make our way down to the dried out river from here. We do have a pretty tricky descent down. There's a lot of rocks here, so we're just going to kind of weave in between those rocks as we make our way down. And from this point forward, we're just going to follow the dried out river. We do got to kind of go around some of these obstacles as we make our way down. You can see that big fallen tree. So we're going to go up this right side and kind of go around it here. And then we're just going to kind of zigzag down to the left side here. Just going to climb up and over these rocks. Not quite what I was intending to happen there, but that's alright. We got plenty of winch points here for emergencies. But we're going to go down the left side here. This left side is cleared out with a rock crawling, so if there is a rock crawling there for you, you're probably going to want to clear that out. You don't necessarily need to, because you can kind of go around it, but does make it easier because it opens up this left side here. Anyway, once we get all the way down to the end, we're going to be heading up into the hills. What was that bounce? That was insane. Sorry. That was a crazy bounce. Anyway. Bounces are making me look bad. We're going to make our way up through the trees here. Up and over these rocks. Alright, now we're going to head up this hill. This is another tricky climb with a lot of loose rocks here. So we're just going to stay on this right side here and go right up in between these two big rocks. Just, yeah, squeeze right on up here. Right over this rock, and you can see the little camera icon right there. That is where we need to go. We're going to drive right on over to our blue square and go ahead and install the camcorder. That is sitting right there now. Alright, so with the camcorder installed, we're going to head down and just kind of follow the shoreline up across the river and head on over to the fallen satellite. So that is where we're heading next. Alright, so we're going to head back through the trees here. And from here, we're going to follow this clearing alongside the shore to the left here. And we're going to follow this a little bit down, and then once we get further down, we're going to cross over onto the actual shoreline. So right over here, we're going to make our way down to the shoreline, right down into the sand, and we're just going to follow the shoreline. We're just following the shoreline here, making our way over the rocks and the branches, and through all the weeds. Alright, so right about here, we're going to go around this big rock. We can go right through the two big rocks right there. And right here, we can make a turn and head up and over this hill to get over to the river crossing. We're going to head right on down to the river crossing. And from here, we're just going to look for the high spots in the water And just slowly make our way across. I need to top off the fuel. There we go. I wonder why it's bogging down there. That's why we got plenty of fuel on this thing. Alright, so right here we can swing to the left and head up the hill here. And we're going to go around all these rocks. And right over here is going to be a path we can use to get to the top of this hill. Just going to squeeze our way right on through these trees. Over these rocks. Nice and easy. And there's our waypoint. So we're going to go ahead and scan the satellite. Now, these waypoints, this one is probably the most annoying one I've seen so far. Because these circles have to get really, really tiny. You got to scan them for a long time, and we're so zoomed in. The drone is super sensitive. It's really hard to just get like a precise lock on these, but it is possible. Okay, we got one to the left, one to the right. Let's go to the one on the right first. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And now we got the one on the left. There we go. Satellite parts scan completed successfully. Data received. We are preparing a report on the details of this unique object. And that is going to complete Get the Shots. This doesn't unlock any special equipment or anything like that. So there you go. It's kind of a fun expedition. You kind of do a full lap around at least half of the map, the Dormant Volcano. So this is a fun one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had some success, and let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll see you in the wilds.